When I say you were chosen by God, I mean that your life, no matter how chaotic or broken it may feel, is a part of divine plan. You were handpicked, crafted, and guided by forces far greater than you can comprehend, placed here with a purpose that burns quietly within you. On the other hand, the narcissist who crossed your path embodies something really different, a force of chaos, destruction, and deception. They were chosen by the evil, not in some Hollywood red horned sense, but in the way they align themselves with darkness, manipulation, and selfishness. Let me explain in depth. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for today is spiritual, very spiritual. You were chosen by God, and the narcissist was chosen by the devil. Don't believe me? I'll prove it to you. The narcissist was not chosen to uplift or build, but to tear down, to exploit the gifts you carry, and to disrupt the calling God has placed on your life. Their very existence in your story is no accident, but not because they're the main character. They are an obstacle, a painful lesson, or we can say even a mirror reflecting the boundaries you need to establish with yourself, others, and with the world at large. The love you need to give yourself and the strength you need to reclaim. You may ask, isn't this a dichotomy? On one hand, you're saying I was chosen by God, okay? But on the other hand, I experienced nothing but pain. How does that work? If He chose me for real, why didn't He protect me? Listen, being chosen by God does not mean life will be easy or that you will always feel blessed and happy. In fact, it often means the opposite. God's or the universe's chosen people often walk through fire, endure unimaginable trials, and carry scars that others cannot see. You were chosen to endure, to rise, and to reflect God's light even in the darkest circumstances. The narcissist, on the other hand, operates in an entirely different realm. They're chosen by the devil because they are perfectly positioned to be agents of destruction and to be his foot soldiers. The devil doesn't choose obvious villains, you know that. He works through people who appear charming, can lie without hesitating, betray without caring, and only think about their own benefit. The narcissist is a master of this deception, master of this art, aren't they? They wear masks portraying themselves as your savior, your soulmate, the most loving parent, or your perfect partner, friend, all while their true purpose is to drain you of your energy, your self worth, and your hope. But why? See, God's chosen ones are targeted because of the light they carry. The narcissist is drawn to this light that you have, not to nurture it, but to dim it. I recently created an episode in which I said that they are attracted to you because you are the scapegoat for the collective demonic spirit of narcissism, and that's true. They come after you because your light is undeniable. It represents everything they lack but desperately want. Let that sink in. They see your empathy, your compassion, your ability to love selflessly, and your perseverance, and it threatens them. That's why their admiration quickly turns to envy and their charm transforms into control. The devil does not choose the narcissist because they're powerful. Of course not. He chooses them because they are deeply weak. Their insecurity, their emptiness, their need to dominate others stems from a deep void within them. And this void makes them perfect pawns in the devil's game, a perfect vessel. They seek to fill their emptiness by consuming the light of others, which is why they're spiritual parasites, energy vampires. They leave destruction in their wake. But here is the twist. Here is the truth. Even though the narcissist was chosen by the devil, their role in your life is part of God's greater plan. God allows them to enter your story not to destroy you, but to refine you. Like gold purified in fire. Your encounter with the narcissist forces you to confront your wounds, your fears, and your boundaries. Is it painful? Hell yes. But is it also transformative? Of course it is. The narcissist doesn't know it, but they are a tool in the hands of the divine. They think they are winning when they break you down, compete against you, but in reality, they're unknowingly setting you up for a breakthrough. Every tear you shed, every moment of self doubt, and every piece of yourself you fight to reclaim is part of the process that will elevate you to a higher version of yourself, and they will keep getting consumed by the darkness they have so welcomed in their life. That's exactly what my father did. You see, being chosen by God does not mean you are spared from suffering. It means you're called to rise above, and that's what I had to do in my life. The narcissist's presence in your life is a proof of this calling. I keep saying this. The enemy does not waste his time on those who pose no threat. If you were not chosen by God, the narcissist would have no reason to target you. Let that sink in as well. But because you carry a light they cannot comprehend, you become a target. Here is the twist, though, the good news, the revenge part. The devil's plans always backfire. The narcissist may think they have won when they leave you broken and depleted, but they underestimate the power of God's or divine grace. Where they leave destruction, God plants seeds of growth. Where they sow despair, God nurtures hope. And where they try to extinguish your light, God ignites an even brighter fire within you. I can testify that. That's exactly what I experienced. You were chosen by God to learn, to heal, and to thrive. The narcissist was chosen by the evil to challenge you. But they're not the author of your story. They are a chapter, a painful one, but necessary part of your journey toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. That is your final closure. So when you think about the narcissist, don't shame and blame yourself. Don't think you were a weak individual, which is why they attacked you. Instead, take a step back and try to understand the greater spiritual truth, which is you are a force for good, and accept that. You were chosen by God for greatness, and no force of evil, no matter how cunning or manipulative, can take that away from you. Let the narcissist serve as a reminder of the power you carry. Let their lies remind you of your truth. Let their betrayal remind you of your worth. And most importantly, let their presence remind you you were chosen by God for a purpose far greater they can ever understand. Let me know what you think about what I shared with you today in the comments below, because this episode was really personal. With that, let's bring this one to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.